Hi guys, it's Vimala Devi. Do you want to get rid of your worries immediately, right now, without giving any justification for it? We tend to hide and talk behind our worries. That somehow makes us feel comfortable. But that is enough, really. We can carry on and on, hiding behind it, talking, thinking we are sorting the whole world's problem, and it makes us feel quite comfortable with that. So it's good to start dropping that. And your comfort with worry can be seen by how you deal with other people's worries. You tend to, say if someone comes to you with a problem or a worry, instead of going straight to it to try and find the solution, it's best not to advise the person about, oh yes, I know, it is difficult, the world is such, we can't really do much about it. It's just no point going around the bush that way. It's to immediately make a decision to find the solution and to work at that, to take action. So never be, even with external causes, don't hide behind the worry. External causes are sometimes you can't avoid it. It happens. It has to happen, it happens. But straight away what you need to think is to make a decision, to find the action you need to take to find the solution. So really, at the end of the day, your answer to worries is to make a decision, to take action, to find the solution. Even external causes, as I mentioned, it is beyond your reach. I'm going to point out another example. Say, for example, you are worried about your child. Say you are going down the road, because this happened to me. In fact, my son, I can talk to you about my son. He was in private schooling, and as I was going through driving, going to see him to give him a few things that he needed. This was in the initial stages. And as I passed through the rooms, the room doors were open. And I immediately made a judgment by seeing what the children were doing, that the rooms were so untidy. They were lending clothes to the other friends there. And it was a tip, really. And I got concerned that my son was doing the same, lending his clothes to others. And they were quite expensive clothes. So obviously I was going to get worried about it. And instead of, finding a solution or even coming to a point to realize, is that really going on? I start thinking about it and also telling him not to do such a thing. And he says, no, he doesn't do that. His room is tidy and he doesn't lend his clothes all the time, or even once he hasn't lent them. But for me, while I'm going to see him, anytime down the trip to go and see him, my mind is going, oh, who is he going to lend his clothes to? Is he going to lose his clothes? And is his place going to be a tip? And, these sort of things. So it's best not to, make these problems up when they are not really there. And when you see a problem, for example, like this, it's best to just drop it. If it's not really happening, just drop it. And also, what I would like to say is, the only solution you would ever find for this worry is to make a decision, take the action, and find a solution. Okay? And another thing which I would like to remind you of is you can't get peace by changing the situation. Say, for example, you think you go to work, you can, be happy there. But no, that is called work, office work. And at home, you call it, when you worry, you call it housework. When you go to office, you call it office work. And when you go on vacation and you worry about it, that is vacation. So you can't really, wherever you run to, you can't really run away from your worries. The only thing, you can't change the scene. The only thing you can change is you can change the slide. And that is, as I mentioned, take a decision and take the action and find a solution. That's all I'd like to share with you for now. And please drop some comments or questions if you're not clear about what I talk to you, and I'm more than willing to explain more about it. So I'll see you in my next video. Thanks for joining me. Bye. Cheerio.